Ladies and gentlemen, inside row number 2, that is the 13B, the Angry Watermelon of David Bates. And it was outside the 2T of Todd Castor.
Inside row number 3 in the 14Z, Cowabunga, dude. It's Zach Bales. And to the outside, 34M of David Miller.
And rounding out the field, the 2C of David Carter. David Bates scheduled to start outside row 2 in heat number 2, but he's joined heat number 1. We'll see how he does. Oh, Mike Grass, every which way, but straight on the start. That's going to allow Pierce and Bates about, ow! And then Pierce goes around. We got a parking lot. Pierce, Grass, Castor got a piece of it. And unfortunately, caution's going to come out as David Bates is going to have the lead. But all for naught.
As he the nose cone in 2 pieces on the 2T of Todd Castor. Mike Grass up against the wall over there in turn number 2. Steve Pierce up against the wall as well. Complete restart. David Bates on the pole. Todd Castor the outside. Zach Bales the inside. David Miller and then Michael Finson at the back of the pack going green. This time off turn number 4.
RPMs are going to come up. And the green's back out. Todd Castor, half the nose piece flapping in the wind, but he is going to take the early advantage. David Bates going to the whip, but cannot quite come up with enough snort off the low side. Now Bates in danger of losing second place as Zach Bales is looking underneath of him, but Castor's leading. Castor, Bates, Bales, and Miller as Michael Fenson every which way but straight in that 16. He's finally going to gather it back up and keep on going. But right now the battle for the lead is still on. Todd Castor has it. David Bates wants it. Oh, little bit of a bobble by Castor. Bates to the inside. New leader, Angry Watermelon.
David Bates with the race lead now on the top side of turns 1 and 2, starting to gap Todd Castor ever so slightly in the 13B. Trials and tribulations today, but now finds himself in the race lead on that 13B car. Listen to this crowd, PJ. As the 34M David Miller to the inside of Todd Castor now in turns 1 and 2. 2T looks a little bit tight. Castor battles back on the top side, will gain that spot back as Miller and Bales are there, but seeing the green flag fly high this time by David Bates. 2 laps to go.
David Bates down into 1 and 2. Sizable advantage over Castor, who again gets tight and bobbles. Miller down to the inside. Battle is on for second and third. Castor and Miller as Castor's able to pull ahead just a little bit, but again, way too tight, big push. Meanwhile, Miller's loose. White flag is out. Castor's going to keep a hold of that second place spot. But coming out of the turn 2 down the backstretch, smooth as silk. David Bates 2, 3, and 4. The Angry Watermelon wins heat race number 1. David Bates wins. David Miller second. At the line, Zach Bales over Todd Castor for a third. Castor will be fourth. And Michael Fenson will round out the top 5.
Inside row number 3, that's going to be the 7 of Tony Fetterman and the 83X of Craig Clift. Craig Clift bought a new car, so he's the 83X tonight as he's going to Boone right after tonight here. Green flag is out and we're underway. Tanner Dowdy leads field into turn 1 and 2. Dallas Williams up on the top side. Justin Shern, here comes Hoffman now. Hoffman and Craig Clift along for the ride on the top side. As it's Williams and Dowdy side by side for the race lead. Andy Hoffman cuts down the hill as Dowdy slides up. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Andy Hoffman leading lap number 1.
2 for 1 special by the 8X of Andy Hoffman as he got by Williams and Bales in Williams and Dowdy in one fell swoop. Andy Hoffman now gapping the field. Look who's up to third though. That is a new to him car getting it shaken down for Boone. That is Craig Clift in the 83X. Now they're 3 wide behind Clift for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Fetterman, Williams, and Shern. Shern bobbles. Dallas Williams now going to be up into fourth. Fetterman and Shern side by side for fifth and sixth. Oh, and Dowdy's going to go around. Tanner Dowdy out of four. Car broke loose. He doesn't have it fired up just yet. And caution's going to come out.
Caution coming out for the 17 at Tanner Dowdy. A little too loose off turn number 4. Capped it off the K barrier, though.
Yeah, not only kept off the K barrier, but he had the world coming at him, and everybody avoided him. So you can get a nightly pass or get the whole week and save yourself some money. So make sure you check that out because you are not going to want to miss that the event. As of yesterday at 2:30, 833 pre-registered cars. I'm not sure what the amount is now, but wow. We're back to green, and it's going to be Andy Hoffman leading Craig Clift down into one. Clift now trying to take a look to the inside of the 8X of Hoffman. Can't quite do it. Car looking a little bit slideways is the 83X of Craig Clift. Used to seeing him in the 77, but bought this car just in time to run Supernats. 2 to go. It is Hoffman, Clift, Fetterman, Williams, and Shern, your top 5.
As Andy Hoffman still leads him, Craig Clift, the Clift hanger, trying to get to the back bumper of the 8X through 3 and 4. This time by white flag, going to be out one more lap around here in heat race number 2 for Coney's Used Cars Hobby Stocks. Tony Fetterman a little slideways, but gathers the car back up in that third place spot. Then Dallas Williams and Justin Shern rounding out your field. Craig Clift shaking that car down for Boone as it's a prelude tomorrow. And then Super Nationals all next week, but coming off turn number 4, it's Andy Hoffman going to win heat race number 2. The Clift hanger in second. Tony Fetterman, and then it's going to be Justin Shern. Dallas Williams a little slideways, but gathers the car back up. He's going to round out your top 5.
Coney's Used Cars IMCA Hobby Stocks on the pole. That's a 45 junior of Doug Crooks Jr. And to the outside 12M of Phil McKee.
The inside of number 2, that's going to be the 76 car of Justin Freilich. And to the outside, it's going to be the 44 of Johnny Kane.
And your final row is going to see the 9, the Toy Scout, Joel McGee, and John, and it looks like the 12M of Phil McKee opting to start in the back. We're green. Looks like Ben Schneider's got a new wrap on the car for Boone as he is now going to go to the outside of Doug Crooks Jr. Crooks putting a couple of donuts on him as there are 4 cars battling it out for first through fourth. But right now, Joel McGee way off the pace down the backstretch. Can he make it into the pits as, Justin Freilich around in turn 4. Caution
is out. Caution's out.
Yep. And it is going to be for the KCA U9 car, the Toy Scout of Joel McGee. So, Scotty, you were telling me earlier you had a friend of yours is here tonight. Got a little starstruck when he looked at and saw it was Joel McGee there, which looks like Joel's back under power.
Yeah, just a little bit. He wasn't expecting to see someone you see on TV from time to time racing a hobby stock here at the new Raceway Park, fueled by Total Motors of Lamar's.
For Super Nationals, so be great to see a Toy Scout and see what he can do down there.
As we go through 3 and 4, green flag is going to come out, and we're back underway here. Hobby stock heat race number 3. Ben Schneider's going to lead the field down into turn 1 and 2. John Kane right behind him. Then Doug Crooks Jr., Phil McGee, and Justin Freilich. As McGee slides away up the track, almost up against the wall, gathers car back up. Into 3 and 4 they come now. Ben Schneider still with the race lead. Doug Crooks Jr. way up the track in the 45 JR. As we've got a great battle coming up for the race lead here between the 34B and the 44 car of Schneider's and Kane. Kane trying to get to the back bumper of Schneider's, slides up the hill, so does Schneider's. Kane trying to turn down the hill, cannot do so. A little bit of a slick track yet for these skinny tires. As Doug Crooks Jr. in that 45 JR car still holding on to that third place spot, but here comes side by side now for the race lead between Kane and Schneider's. As Schneider's bobbled off 2, Kane got a run, but cannot make it 6 to 3 and 4. 2 laps to go for Ben Schneider's in the 34B. Kane still runs second, trying to get that run off turn number 2 to get to the back bumper. As the white flag's going to come out this time by Kane. A little better run through 3 and 4 that time. Drag race to the line. It's John Kane in the 44. A little bit of door check up the hill. Goes to 34B, still under power as Freilich goes around to the bottom of 1 and 2. Stays on the gas and keeps it going. As Ben Schneider's through turn 3 and 4. Could not hang on to it. John Kane's going to win. Doug Crooks Jr. in second place. Third is going to go to Phil McKee in the 12M. Justin Freilich fourth, and then Ben Schneider's rounding out your top 5.
Oh, wait, Scotty. Hold the phone. 2-spot dock for the 44 of John Kane for questionable driving. That's going to give the heat race win to Doug Crooks Jr. Phil McKee will be second. Justin Freilich in third. And the 34B of Ben Schneider's will round out the top 4. No, hold on. Wait a minute. Scratch that.
You said
Back
2
it up.
spots.
2 spots. So, okay, now they got it fixed for me.
Kane will be in third and Freilich in fourth. Inside of row number 4, driving the 14Z, Cowabunga 2. That is Zach Bales. And to the outside, the 8X, Andy Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your parade lap for your Coney's Used Cars, IMCA Hobby Stocks. Get on your feet. Let these drivers know you love them. They put on a show for you here each and every week. As we're about to go racing, starting to the inside of row number 5, driving 34M. That is David Miller. And to the outside, that's going to be the 83X of Craig Clift. Your next row is going to see John Kane, Dallas Williams, Michael Finson, Ben Schneiders, Joel McGee, Tanner Dowdy, Phil McKee, Travis Rammel, and Mike Grass. As green is not going to come out.
Uh-oh. Stubby didn't like it.
Matt Stubby, chief starter, did not like that start, so we'll re-rack, restack, and try her again. All right, so we'll try this again here off turn number 4, Hobby Stock A feature. Green is out and we're underway. Sparks being thrown as David Bates leads the field into turns 1 and 2 in the 13B machine. Doug Crooks Jr. to the inside now as they come through turn number 3. Caution is out for Tanner Dowdy up against K-Barrier.
Well, we'll see if they count it 1 lap in or if we're going to go back to another full restart. And there it is over the receiver. Complete restart.
Doug Crooks Jr. and David Bates on the front row. The 45JR and 13B Angry Watermelon lead them through 3 and 4. Green flag is out and we're underway.
Oh, contact between Crooks and Bates. A little bit of no harm, no foul, but Bates. And Crooks goes around in front of the world. Right now, looks like everybody is going to avoid him. But, man, we cannot get this feature started to save our soul. Caution is out. Todd Castor and the
Justin
76,
Freilich.
Justin Freilich, row number 2.
Then Cowabunga dude. It's Zach Bales and Tony Fetterman in row 3. Has come through 3 and 4 this time. Let's see if we can do it again here. Green is out and we're underway. Much better start as David Bates and Justin Shern lead the field into turn 1 and 2. David Bates out with a race lead. Justin Freilich all out of sorts into the wall at the top of turn 2, but we're still lean, mean, and green. David Bates with the race lead in the 13B. Off of turn number 4, the 13B, Angry Watermelon's going to lead lap number 1.
Bates still leading with Shern. Oh, and Freilich goes around. hit the wall coming out of 2, and he'll be in the wall the wrong way on a one-way, as Rod Patterson would say down here at the entrance of 1.
We got Ben Schneider's at the bottom of turn number 3 on the 34B as well.
Oh, no.
He's back under fire now. As they lost everything in a house fire early this morning. David Bates won the heat race, now sitting on the pole as they come back to green. Green is out, and we're back underway.
David Bates is going to lead him down under the flag stand and then to turn number 1. The 7 of Tony Fetterman right behind him. Right behind Fetterman is going to be the 8X of Hoffman. Hoffman now able to clear the 48J of Shern. The high line's the way to go. Right behind Hoffman. That is the new look for the Cliffhanger, Craig Clift. Has another lap in the books for the Angry Watermelon, the 13B of David Bates. Fetterman under pressure now from Andy Hoffman as Fetterman's trying to get around the 13B. Now Hoffman looking to the inside of Fetterman. That is your battle for second and third right there. Not going to happen. Oh, Joel McGee, every which way but straight. He is going to lose several spots, and he has a flat right rear tire on the KCAU 9 car. He is going to pull it down into the work area. But right now, it is the angriest watermelon, David Bates, your leader.
David Bates with a race lead. Fetterman running in second. Hoffman side by side with Craig Cliff for that third and fourth place spot. John Kane rounding out top 5. Oh, hang on, Justin Shern. Every which way but straight now, still sideways. Going for the spin cycle off turn number 2 to the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to get it turned back around to stay green. And yes, he will. We're going to be staying green. David Bates still out in front. Tony Fetterman running in that second place spot, but coming under fire from the 8X of Andy Hoffman. Hoffman to the inside door of the 7 car as they drag a race down the front stretch. Fetterman still hanging on to that second place spot.
David Bates still your leader. The battle is still on for second and third right now with Fetterman and Hoffman. Side by side out of 2 down the back stretch. They're going to send it down into 3. Still side by side. Hoffman with a slight advantage as they come out of 4. Hoffman now able to clear. Fetterman give him second. Now Fetterman under pressure from John Kane in the 44. Hoffman now setting sail, trying to catch up to the Angry Watermelon. They'll be seeing 5 laps to go this time by.
5 laps to go at the flag stand for the 13B of David Bates. Andy Hoffman tucked tail in 8X behind the 13B right around the top side. Hoffman in second, Fetterman, Kane, and Craig Clift, your top 5. Lap traffic coming up on the race leaders. As you got Ben Schneider's, Justin Shern. David Bates to the top side of the racetrack. Justin Shern a little slideways as they put Ben Schneider's a lap down. Hoffman trying to catch the back bumper of the 13B machine. 3 laps to go this time by at the flag stand. David Bates still your race leader. Here comes Andy Hoffman. Hoffman to the back bumper of the 13B. He's got lap traffic in front of him. Justin Freilich nowhere to go. As we're still green, holding up the field. David Bates through lap traffic now. Here comes Andy Hoffman sliding into the 13B of David Bates. 2 laps to go for 13B. Oh, car slideways. That's Craig Clift. Into the infield goes the 83X. David Bates still with the race lead in lap traffic. It is Bates and Hoffman battling it for that race lead. 1 lap to go. White flag is out for the 13B. Into turn number 1 they go. Lap car still ahead of them. The 13B, David Bates, bobbles off turn number 2. Here comes Andy Hoffman. Now into turn 3. Last ditch effort for the 13B. Can he put it to victory lane? On the outside, coming to the line. It's going to be David Bates. David Bates wins the A-Main here tonight. The Angry Watermelon puts it in victory lane.
Like I said, Scotty, Hollywood could not write a script like this.
Heartbreak for the family this morning in a house fire as they lost everything. David Bates winning his heat race here earlier tonight. Started on the outside pole, did not look back. Great battle with Andy Hoffman. You see these drivers coming up to give their congratulatory to the Angry Watermelon, David Bates. Definitely a night to remember here at the new Raceway Park as David Bates, the 13B, puts it in victory lane here tonight at the new Raceway Park. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. And definitely as he climbs out of the car, he's going to go top dancing. David Bates puts it in victory lane. As you see the sea of people going to congratulate him, friends and family.
You talk about a bear hug, Scotty. Everybody's joining in right now. Even the train is congratulating him.
Perfect time for the train to be rolling by with the train whistle. Definitely an emotional one here tonight and today for the Bates family.
David, let me steal you for a second, man. With everything that's happened today, the outpouring of support for you, the entire family, and then to park it in victory lane tonight, what does this mean off the top of your head?
Oh, I mean, it means the world. You know, after the way this morning started, I never would have assumed that we'd come out here and win like we did, especially after trying hard all week long.
Get some congratulations to Ryan Harris there.
Oh, yeah, he's my cousin, so that's awesome.
All right, so real quick, he helped organize the helmet pass. He wants to announce to you what you got there.
First of all, I want to say thanks to Steve and the new Raceway Park for making this possible. Tonight we raised a total of $1,365 for you and the Bates family.
I'll tell you what, Hollywood could not have scripted this better. Talk about that run.
I just kept doing what I was doing, you know. I knew I had to keep hitting my marks, and I was fast. That second to last lap, I knew I kind of bobbled coming out of the corner. So I just kept my line and hoped for the best, and we got her done.
All right, well, you got some more pictures to take, so we'll let you go here.